Builders tend to use installers for the insulation these days, and with steel framing it's no different. So let's now have a chat with Brian from Pinkfit. Brian, you're an insulation technician?
Yeah, one word for it, mate, yeah.
In your experience, have you been dealing with a bit of steel framed houses?
Yeah, done a few steel frame houses in the last 3 years. Tend to find just treat them like wood homes, mate, more than anything else.
So is there anything you're aware of when you're fitting the insulation into the steel frame?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Watch the edge of the channel every now and then. It can be quite sharp, but more importantly, watch out for the little black screws poking through. It's really, really easy to get yourself caught on those.
Tips and tricks?
Remember not to cut on the tin. Bring yourself a cutting board, a couple of spare blades, because you know you're going to go through a few. And yeah, just keep your mind on what you're doing.
In the trusses, there's a channel rather than just a flat piece. It kind of needs to be insulated.
Yeah, it does, and you do have to. You grab your insulation, slice it all up to size first, fill all that channel, and then start laying your insulation in between those trusses.
So generally you want your trusses still lay out at the same as a standard?
Exactly the same if you can.
So the K-braces, they pose a problem to you?
They can pose a bit of a problem. What you tend to do is find a starting point and a finishing point, take it away to your cutting board, cut it on that angle, then go back and install it.
So with the studs at 600 centimetres generally, and a C-section, how do you stretch the insulation to fit in that gap?
Basically what you do is you grab your segment of insulation, turn it on its side, fill that C-section first, and then find where you're cutting off. Pinkbats have actually launched a new product that is slightly wider, and it will grip the C-section a lot better, and there'll be a lot less cutting in every home you do.
Well, it seems there are some products out there on the market that are designed specially for steel framing, and we've had some information from Brian to help us through the process. Thanks very much, Brian.
Axxis, steel for framing, the better way to build.